All right, guys. Okay. Welcome to the Post Credit Scene podcast.
Thank you very much.
Lovers of film, TV, and theatre in here. Okay, usually there's 5 of us. Okay, but you just got me.
I heard.
Yeah. They are all bums. We don't like them right now. Okay.
Word, got you.
Yeah. And you can talk badly about them any way you want.
Word, got you.
That's absolutely fine. Okay. If you want to know their names, it's Gaz, Bisola, Manny, and Jason. Okay. So anytime in the
Guys,
interview,
Bisola, man, Jason.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Huss.
Yeah. Who's here? And
Oh no, I got you.
Yeah.
I know. You right next to me.
Yeah. Incredible stuff. All right, guys, we are joined today by Emmy award-winning powerhouse. All right. Also, just saying that, by the way, is
funny.
is incredible. All right. You may know her from Orange Is the New Black, Handmaid's Tale, and actually right now, a production in London, a theatre production in London, which is insane. Like, we're definitely going to get into that at some point. But we are lovers of theatre in here as well. My first theatre show was Lion King when I was 14.
You was in it or you saw it?
Nope, I went there as a school trip.
Nah, you was in it. You was the giraffe.
I was just there.
You was the giraffe.
I was a tree.
You was a tree.
Yeah, but like an exotic African tree. You know?
Oh, of course. I mean, it's in Africa. It'd be weird if you was from somewhere else.
Exactly.
And everything else was from
And
Africa.
I'm from Africa as well, so it might have been a racial casting. I don't know, but you know, we're here and we're excited to have you. Honestly, really excited to have you.
Glad to be here.
Now let's get started. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I read some stuff about you, and I was really interested in actually getting into it. Okay, but you studied at Juilliard.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
That's true.
And
True lies.
That's and that must have been an incredible, challenging. What kind of experience was it for you?
It was abusive.
Damn. Oh my God. Damn.
Nah, I mean, no, I mean, Juilliard is a intense program. They push you.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk bad about Juilliard, you know. Maybe the actor I am, maybe the actor I'm not, you know.
Would you recommend it for young people now, or do you think that it's tailored for like a certain type of actor or type of?
I mean, if you
career
can know how to, I mean, you gotta have a strong sense of self. You gotta know how to retain who you are. It's not for everybody, definitely not. I mean, thousands of people auditioned for that thing. There's only 18 people in my class. They only accept 18 people. So.
Oh my God.
You know.
Well done.
Oh, thanks. It was a fluke. But you know, it's it's a lot. It's just a lot. It's class 14 to 16 hours a day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's intense.
It's like some military stuff.
Yeah, it really was. That's kind of how it felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Kind of.
Wow. And then like, I guess up until that point, okay, what led you there? Like, when did you know that acting was your thing?
I mean, I knew I liked it when I was like 10 years old.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I knew that I liked it a lot, but I didn't know I was good. So I just thought I was really like into it, and I was like a theater kid, and I was probably going to grow up to be like a usher in like a regional theater, you know.
Which is a job that I've done actually for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was dope because you get to see all them shows for free.
True. There's a lot more cleaning involved than I thought.
Oh, real?
Yeah. Like I was, like
they don't got a separate cleaning crew?
Nah, 90% of my job was like waiting for people to finish and then go and clean aisles.
Oh, but it's like live theater. Like what they got in there?
Yeah,
it's not like a movie theater. They don't got popcorn or nothing, right?
It was a cheap theater, yeah. It was the Bush Theater in Case. Yeah.
Oh, the Bush.
Yeah. So, but no, great times.
My director ran the Bush for a long time.
Oh wow, there you go.
Yeah.
But like, I had a 2-week experience there until I got a different job, and then I sent them a text and said, "Hey guys,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It was that much cleaning. You was like, nah.
Well, no, do you know what it was? I was applying for like 1,000 jobs anyways, and then like another one like came through, and it was way more money, and I was like, all right, cool. And I texted the guy, and I actually never heard back from him, so I just didn't go back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Shout out to Bush.
My mum was really not happy with me. Yeah, but I try my best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But okay, so that's incredible stuff. And then like on your way to Juilliard, and then obviously, you know, after that, right? Mm-hmm. What were kind of like your next steps? Like, was it get an agent, or you know, or was it kind of like go back into theatre? Like, what was kind of like the route there?
Yeah, I had a weird. I mean, like, I had my agent would come see plays at Juilliard, so I actually had an agent before I left school.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had a lucky career. Like I had my first job
It's not lucky.
like 4 months after I graduated.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I've just kind of been working since then.
And that was?
It was this movie called The Sitter with Jonah Hill.
Oh.
Method Man played my boyfriend. It was
I
really crazy for a first job.
Pull it up for me.
It was really wild for a first job. It really was.
Yeah? And was it like I'm assuming that was like a young Jonah Hill, like a.
Yeah, it was this movie. We shot it in like 2011.
Yep.
2011.
All right, there we go with the facts.
Kids is on board. That's incredible. And then fast forwarding. Okay. Obviously, when we first heard about this interview from your wonderful team, okay, we were all ridiculously excited to have you here, for various reasons, okay. And one of them was obviously your appearance in kind of like the streaming pioneering Orange Is the New Black, okay. And a lot of the people, especially in this building, when they heard that you were coming, they were like, "Oh my god, you got to ask about da 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 da," and I was like, "Nope." All right, but how does it feel to be kind of like part of like such a pioneering series for a streaming service?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's interesting because, like, I mean, it was like one of my very first like jobs and like a big job on that way. And definitely first job on like one of my first on TV. But like I didn't know what it was at all because like at the time, like I got Netflix DVDs in my mail.
Yeah.
We all did. So I just remember a lot of people asking me like, "Oh, like, is it a web series?" And like, I remember not knowing. I was like, "I don't think so. I'm not totally sure." But when you're so new like that, when you're young like that, and you don't have any other type of experience, you don't really have anything to compare it with.
So true.
So yeah, I don't know. But I mean, honestly, getting thrust. I mean, I always explain it as like sort of being thrust into like the public consciousness in a way where. I think the show came out on like a Thursday, and after that weekend, like I couldn't go anywhere without people, I mean, sitting down, binge watching something was not anything.
It was not a thing.
So everybody was.
It was like
doing
weekly series, right?
Yes,
you know
yes.
Yeah.
And you got those people. You got people like sitting on the couch eating popcorn in their underwear. You know what I mean? So it's like an intimate setting because like I'm on their TV hour after hour after hour. Yeah. So like people see me on the street and they be like, "Do you work at my Starbucks? Did we go to high school together? Like, did I see you performing on the street last night?" And I was like, "No."
The thing is, I've actually been recognized once for this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, it was a big achievement for me. She came up to me. I thought she was joking. Okay. She was like, "Hey, I love your podcast. Like, I actually see you." I was like, "Oh, who told you that?" You know what I mean? Like, I was very confused.
She was joking.
I have no idea. Like, I know that we get like a good amount of audience and but it doesn't seem real because I'm not with them. Like, like right now. Right. So when I speak to people that actually, do watch it, I get completely bamboozled. You know what I mean? But you're on a different stratosphere of that. So like for that time period, okay, how did it feel just kind of like just walking to like the local, I was going to say Tesco, but you're not from here. But like Costco.
That was a long walk.
Walmart. Because like it must be like just like overwhelming at that point.
I must say I didn't really take to it too gracefully.
Really?
No, definitely not. I know there's some people who like really like being famous, but like at the time, like even now, I don't really like it.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, I had to just be like, okay, this is the life. So I gotta just like say yes to it. But yeah, no, in the beginning, I like stayed in my apartment for like a week because I just like couldn't take it. My mom came in. We went to like IKEA. She bought me a wig. It looked like, I swear, it looked like a Mary J. Blige wig. But it's like with this swag, with like the Mary J. Blige wig. It didn't really go. I just wanted to hide. I really just wanted to hide from it. It just didn't really go with like, I don't know. I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
I really wasn't prepared.
And so from that, okay, obviously you do a bunch of jobs, okay, but something that really touched me was The Handmaid's Tale, okay? Now, with that, it was a book that I read in school. We had to do it for our curriculum, okay? I'm not sure if it's the same for you guys.
I did a Mice of Men.
You did of Mice and Men?
Mice and
Yeah.
Men? I think I did both.
I think I did both as well.
Mice and Men and Handmaid's Tale.
You definitely got like a seed English, man.
I mean, I read the Mice and Men. I didn't read The Handmaid's Tale. It was on the curriculum, but I didn't read it.
Oh, damn.
I didn't even realize later somebody in my class was like, "We read that." And I was like,
yeah.
No. But honestly, maybe I wasn't supposed to.
That's facts. That's facts. Because like when I heard that they were doing a series for it, okay, I was like, how are they gonna depict this? Because even just reading it, I had like a very like 70-year-old white, older teacher who was kind of like
You said 70?
she was like 60 something for sure.
Oh, okay.
Or she just looked that way. She looks like the with all due respect, I love you, Mrs. Status. I actually do love you. And I hope
She's still
so,
around?
I don't know.
R.I.P.
All right. No, I'm joking. Don't check that. But yeah, like she would like read it in this really kind of dramatic way, like super. So like for us,
she read it to you.
Yeah. Well, she would read like the first couple lines, and then she'd like pass it over to like a bunch of the class and stuff, and but it was like it seemed like a way too real to put on to screen, but I guess that's what being on screen is now. But how did it feel, kind of like getting the call up for that? And compared to Orange Is the New Black here, did you know what you were getting into?
No, I had no idea. I never have any idea what I'm getting into. I'm sitting here with you. I don't know what I'm getting into. No, I really didn't have any idea. I mean, like, to have a show like that, and also it's so graphic.
Yeah.
And it's not just graphic in the book, but they don't take anything out of it when they put it on the screen, So, there's really no, but there's a bit of a dissociation with it when you're filming it, because it's fake blood and and then when I see it, actually we were doing some sort of panel recently, and they were playing scenes from it, and I was like, oh my god, this is have you guys seen this? Intense.
We've been locked in.
It's crazy.
We've been locked in because that series, there was certain moments for me, where it was you can tell that the actors across the board were just running through the symbolism of what it was, and that for me, I think as an actor is super difficult, because a lot of what you're actually doing, there's a symbol behind it, right? Whereas the wider message of Handmaid's Tale, did that attach to you in any way, or was it just acting, get in and out?
I mean, I think I had to do in the beginning. Yeah. I mean, there was. I didn't know how to detach from it in that way, in terms of just because also Margaret Atwood, who wrote the book, she told us that there's nothing that she put in the book that didn't happen to some woman at some time in history. Yeah. So that's a really intense fact right there. Yeah. But after a while, in order to protect yourself and doing this day in, day out, I mean, I was on there for 9 years. My God. You can't take that home with you every day. Yeah. You can't take that home with you year after year. But yeah, in the beginning, I was in it.
Yeah.
In it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then kind of obviously the fruit for that, was, the massive Emmy win.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I've watched a lot of Emmy speeches. You were very stoic. I thought you were gonna get up and be like, woo, let's go. But you were hey guys,
Are you kidding me? You know who was in my category? It was Viola Davis, Cicely Tyson, Diana Rigg. I was bruh, I'm definitely number 4 in terms of
no, you killed it.
I was so I was actually truly stunned.
Yeah, and did you even prep the speech or anything?
No,
or was it just
Diana Rigg was supposed to win. So I was ready to stand up and clap.
Nah, you were supposed to and won. Honestly, and even just the way that you carried yourself was outstanding. Right.
Thank you.
I also heard as well that you almost weren't actually let in to the Emmy.
Oh yeah, that is a crazy story.
Right? Please tell me that story.
Yeah. So I'm always running for the gold in the ADD Olympics. Yeah. So I'm halfway there, and I'm because they won't let you in if you don't have a ticket. And so I have a ticket. So I was I'm good. I was I'm presenting a few awards tonight. I'm nominated. It's all surely. We call and they're no, you can't get in. You have to turn around and get your ticket. Turn around, go get the ticket. We roll up. Red carpet is just crickets. Just no. And by the way, I mean red carpet, you get. It's not your clothes are yours. You borrow a dress, you do all the thing. Yeah. And the reason, that they do that is you get pictures taken.
Of course, yeah.
I called my stylist. He's he thought I was joking. Oh. It was just a comedy of errors. We sit down. My wife's like got like all this glitter on her seat from the girl who was like the seat holder. It was just like she couldn't sit next to me. It was like, and she said even then she was like, all this stuff was going wrong. I was like, I knew you were gonna win, and I almost didn't make it. I almost didn't make it. But thank God I won because then I had pictures taken.
Yeah, good point. That's the PRs. Okay, that's a because honestly, like I've had my fair share of not getting to parties, right? Which is fine. Okay, but when I heard that story, I was like, that can't be true.
It's crazy. I did not believe they were gonna be like, no, you won't get in.
Which is insane. But anyways, we're here to actually talk about your new series, Atomic. Okay.
Yes.
Which we're really excited to hear about. I'm actually going to give the stage to Kiz right now. Okay. He's going to give us a synopsis of the series.
Get it.
Over to you, Kiz.
Atomic is a gripping 5-part action thriller that follows two unlikely heroes, Max, a free-spirited drug trafficker played by Alfie Allen, and JJ, a man on the run from a violent past, played by Shazad Latif. When they get swept up in a Venezuelan cartel's plot to smuggle uranium across North Africa, the stakes skyrocket, with the potential to unleash a nuclear catastrophe.
And yeah, like I've just watched it. Okay.
You did.
I purposely did not watch the 5th episode. Okay. Because I'm prone to spoilers. So I was gonna come on here and I got given a list of spoilers that I can't talk about, okay, and that kind of stuff. And even actually, thank you by the way, because you sent me a list of stuff here, and in red he wrote, "Do not read this if you haven't seen the series."
Oh really? Oh, that's pro tips right there.
That's really good.
Yeah.
But I want to talk about kind of like the scale of this show.
Yeah.
Okay, like Sky Originals right now are kind of on like a run, I would say. All right,
nice.
and being part of the show with a kind of unique cast here, you know. Okay, like I haven't seen them together. I think ever. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so how did it feel, kind of like being part of this project? Okay, and what kind of drew you to this role?
I've never played a role like this before.
Yeah.
Number one. I love being able to film abroad, being able to film the show in Morocco. It's just like pretty dope. But also like I really respect Alfie Allen and Shazad Latif. I think that the 1 and 2, the leads of our show are absolutely amazing.
Let's say co-leads, please. Thank you. Carry on.
So, but really the idea of just like humanity and the goodness of humanity and who's a good guy, who's a bad guy. I think when we watch shows a lot, especially those kind of action shows, there's pretty much a set idea in our heads of like who we're rooting for and who's like I hope they don't win. And I feel like this show sort of challenges that idea of the audience from episode to episode. And what does it really mean to be good? What does it mean to be, actions versus heart versus all of those things. And so I really love the tug and the push and pull during it. I love, my character in terms of like what side is she, and also the joining of unlikely allies. So all of those things. And also, I mean, like, she's pretty badass. Like
she is. I was gonna say. Shout out to Cassie. Okay, so you guys will obviously know this. Okay, but Samira plays Cassie, who is a CIA agent. Okay, and also a physicist, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quantum. Yes.
She's a quantum physicist. Okay, which I'm a
nerd.
Super nerd. I'm currently watching the Big Bang Theory, so I am all up in my physics stuff. I'm locked in. But I guess what kind of stood out to me, okay, with this, because I actually watched this with my sister. Sorry, okay, but she got the exclusive as well. But she is a diplomat, my sister, and she was like to me like, I think what she loved about it, okay, was like seeing like a black woman in an environment where she is the smartest in the room, right? That a lot of the time in this series, you're trying to prove that you were the smartest in the room, and so how was it? And compare that to to real life, if that's happened before,
my real life, me being the smartest in the room. I don't know about that.
Or just a presence.
Okay, I hear you. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure what you mean by that, to be honest. To be honest.
So like on set, okay, did you have to kind of like draw from experience?
In terms of playing Cassie, right? Okay, I got you.
Correct.
Cassie's one of the only women in the show.
Yeah.
I feel like, I mean, just my own personal interpretation. I feel like wars and like bombs and like shooting guns is like mainly a male thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and to have Cassie be a part of this world, I think that she does bring a perspective, a side of things that you can't get from a man. And there are women, I think just women in general, always having to be in situations when they are the only woman in the room, where they have to navigate, like, do I play myself down? Am I quiet? You know, so I think that that's really just a thing a lot of times just globally where women have to navigate that world. And so drawing on just my own experiences with my own mother, my sister, especially, you know, my career has been nothing but women in front of the camera. Of course, we know with Handmaid's Tale and Orange is the New Black, but behind the camera as well.
That's
I'm
incredible.
always around a lot of very intelligent women, and I see the way they move when they're in rooms with like people assume that they are not as smart as they are. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm paying homage to all of those women.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's really incredible. And like even like I felt like you were also, even though you were the smartest in the room, okay, you were also the most trusting. Okay, there was a lot of characters in the film, okay, that you didn't blindly trust, but it was more like I'm trusting you because your position kind of tells me that I have to, you know. And then after that, obviously realizing that, you know, it wasn't the case, you know.
That definitely is me. I'm always trusting people. For real. I'm just like, he seems like he has a good heart. For real. I'm always trying to see good in people. But you know, poor Cassie, she's running around with guns. It's a little more high stakes.
Yeah. And obviously you are joined by two incredible co-leads, okay, and you've all been part of like really unique and different shows and obviously films and stuff. Okay, so how was it kind of linking up with those two?
We had a great time. I mean, Shazad and Alfie. I remember Shazad had this insane villa when we were in Morocco, so we would just go over there. Me and Alfie would go over there and drink some beers and
nice
TV and stuff. Yeah, it was like a little trio. I mean,
oh, that's cute.
It's so interesting because like not most of my scenes are with them in the beginning, but I think we really did a good job of like just trying to be the three amigos while we was there.
Yeah, and like I think like what I was like confused with at first, okay, was what sort of like relationship do Max and JJ, right?
You got it.
I believe have at the start, because he was like about to kill him. You know,
oh yeah,
okay?
for sure.
So I was like, wait a minute, okay, you can't trust this guy.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell is going on? And then obviously their stakes change throughout the show. Okay, you are almost kind of like the linchpin of those stakes. Okay, you kind of dictate their motivations, but then also you've got your own problems to kind of sort out. You know, so like, how was it kind of? You were almost like, we couldn't tell who was a good guy, who was the bad guy. Okay, you had to almost not play dumb, but you had to almost kind of, be like trying to figure out who's who in this,
Yeah.
So how was it kind of like feeding off the other actors, all right, in figuring out that,
What's his name? Brian?
Yeah.
Brian. I can't think of his last name right now. Brian. He's got a famous daddy. He had a famous daddy.
He plays the scientist, right?
Yeah, no.
He plays.
What's his daddy's name? Come on, y'all.
He plays Mark.
Yes, he does play Mark. We're going to find out who your daddy is soon, bro.
Yeah. It's coming.
It's going to kill me not knowing who's
Don't
daddy
worry,
is right now.
kids
Okay,
on
anyways. Okay. He's such an interesting guy, too, because we have a whole history together.
Yeah.
My character and his character have not grown up, but like gone up the ranks in the CIA together. So you see us as allied. Yeah. And I don't know, man. It's just the I don't know what I'm gonna say that's like a spoiler and what's not.
Say
you know what I mean?
Say it. It's absolutely fine.
You're funny.
This is it. Because I think this comes out the week of release. So we're fine, right? We're fine. Say it. Speak Will.
Dang, I forgot the question. I ain't gonna lie.
Brian Gleason, by the way.
Brian Gleason. Brian. Daddy is Brendan Gleason. There we go.
Okay. The question was around feeding off each other.
Yeah, exactly. So most of my scenes are actually with him.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like the entire show, I'm just like side-eyeing this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From like step one. And that's like a really dangerous position to be in when you have someone who is that powerful.
Yeah.
There's a part of him that's like thinks he's your senior, but you know, and has access to people who can literally end your life.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of trying to hide my cards as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
there were some really cool parts where you kind of like, just, like took charge, like, you know, he was like, "Don't do that," and then you go like, "Bye," and just kind of, you know, and do your own thing.
Yeah. To live that kind of like the kind of agent that Cassie is, she's a knock, which I don't remember what NOC stands for right now. But it's basically there are different kinds of agents. There are agents where you basically it's the highest form of spy. It's the highest form of being in the CIA, meaning that you go.
It's a non-official cover operative.
Non-official cover. So when you have official cover, that means that you have your government who will come in and save you if anything happens, right? The kind of agent that Cassie is, she's completely given up her identity, her right to diplomatic immunity, her any protection of the government at all. She has completely changed her name, her profession, any ties to family, anything like that.
That's incredible.
And I mean, it's really crazy. It's really crazy to have that kind of life. You imagine what kind of trauma she had. You know what I mean? But
how much she getting paid?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because surely at that point, okay, there should be some sort of good conversation. You know what I mean?
I did a lot of research on it, and there's like some people in the CIA who are saying that like they have friends who they know are Knox, but they still don't, or they suspect, they still don't know their real names. They still don't know where they came from. It's like 100% you just forget yourself. You erase yourself. And that type of person, it really is mad. But that type of person is made out of steel.
And then, like, I guess staying on that as well, okay, like, did you guys, you know, get to speak to people in the military, the CIA people, like, you know, anyone to kind of, like, draw from those experiences?
Nah, that would've been cool, though.
That would have been awesome. But even, like, handling, you know, a gun. Do you know what I mean? Okay.
Oh, no, where we did have training in guns.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool,
I had a lot of, I was shooting in the desert a lot.
So that was in Africa?
Yeah.
Oh damn! Okay,
we were like, we were like way out in the like desert, just like shooting out in the void. It was fun.
That is. I actually had a situation a couple years ago. This sounds crazy. I don't think it's even YouTube friendly. I think no, but yeah. But I shot and the canister came out and it went on my neck.
Oh no!
And then I panicked and did this because it was hot, right? So I was like, and then I had a scar here for like 10 years, but it's gone now.
I was like, how did it go away? Tell you had some cream.
Aloe vera every damn day.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. I knew you was rubbing something on there.
Yeah. So, but it was literally like a perfect like shell shape.
Yo.
Like there, and I had it from when I was like 12 till like 22, 23.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Also, don't be shooting at 12, guys. I mean, that's probably
nah. Yeah.
Okay. But wow. Okay. Cool.
It's so heavy in the recoil.
Yeah, I was trying to be bad. I was like doing the side thing. You know what I mean? Because obviously that's why it blew off that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Understood.
And then
it all makes sense now.
Yeah. I blame the people around me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I blame you, for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Then on Atomic. Okay,
no, you was 12. I can't blame you.
Huh?
You was 12. I can't blame you. You were 12.
Yeah. See. Thanks, Dad. All right, and then
he's like moving on.
On Atomic. Okay, I'm gonna ask you two key questions here. Okay. All right. The first one, all right. 3 words to describe the show.
This is so cliche. I feel like the words, not the question. No, the words I'm gonna use.
Yeah.
I've seen it and it looks way official, bro. I saw it and I was like, yo, this is like an action movie.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, it's very epic. Mm-hmm. It's existential.
Yep.
And it's British?
It's barely British. It's not like an airport, is it?
I know,
It's
but
British
I mean,
American.
Sky, you know what I mean?
Okay,
I don't know. My bad. I don't know. The writer was on holiday a lot, so that seemed British.
Okay, and then the second question, okay, to wrap up this segment before we get into our fun segment, okay, is if you were to tell people, to watch the show, right, and kind of give them like a 1 or 2 liner as to why they should watch it, what would you say?
I think I'm just going to piggyback to a lot of things I've been saying before, just in terms of like when we think about people and humanity. I think especially right now, I think there are a lot of people, especially in my country, there are a lot of people who aren't listening to each other. Yeah. Not having conversations because they're letting their differences get in the way. And I think that's kind of the theme here in this show. So in just thinking about it in that way and the way it relates to the world that we're living in, that's just I'm here not for the whole story. Me as an actor personally, I'm sure everybody has a different thing, but I'm here to humanize my character. So in thinking about it in that way, that's the first thing that comes to mind.
That's incredible. Okay, and can I get a double check on when the series is out? 28th of August, okay, so that is Atomic out on the 28th of August, okay, featuring Samira Wiley, Alfie Allen, and Shazad. How do you say his last name?
Shazad
Latif, okay. It's going to be incredible, guys. Please lock in, all right. It's going to be absolutely outstanding. And then now, we're going to go on to my favorite part of the show, okay, which is where we test your film and TV knowledge. Could you tell me, because now I'm interested, okay, your Mount Rushmore, which I think is 4, right? Yeah. Your Mount Rushmore of TV series.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's your... Go on.
So essentially, the top 4 TV shows that you would, you'd watch, but
as in like your top 4 of all time.
South Park.
Incredible.
Drunk History.
Okay.
You know Drunk History?
Of course I do. that is mad. There's actually a UK version, right?
Boondocks. And
great shout.
Top tier.
Watchmen.
Oh, what shout.
She watches TV.
Yes, you do watch TV. You do watch TV.
You do watch TV. Those are 4 good.
I mean, literally the first 3 were from like the way back in the day. Started in the 90s. And Watchmen is honestly, they did it right because by the way, Watchmen is probably the only show I watched since Lost.
Damn.
But Lost ruined TV for me, man.
Fair
really?
enough.
You can't. How you gonna do that?
Exactly. Nah, fair enough.
I watched mass seasons of that thing for you ended like that.
Yeah. No, it ended in a very
like you pooped
injustice.
on me. You pooped on all of us.
You know what? You've done well not watching Game of Thrones.
Like,
fair.
really?
Yeah, you've done. You've actually done well.
Because the end, they kind of done the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
anyways, but yeah, Watchmen, they said we got a story to tell. 1 season, we done. We're not about to try to cater to nobody. That was their story.
And you've seen the film, right? Watchmen.
No.
It's based off the film.
I never seen it. I didn't know it was a film.
Yeah. The film was very deep.
Yeah.
Like it's very, 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 very deep. But
before its time.
Yeah. And then your Mount Rushmore of films. So 4 films.
Oh my gosh.
It's a tough one.
It's gonna be bad because I ain't seen many. Titanic.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just gonna name some. I've seen Lion King, the first one. Aladdin, the first one.
Elite list.
And what's another movie I see? Sinners. I just seen that.
This is a good film.
There we go.
Very good film.
There we go.
All right, guys.
I like how so many of mine were just animated.
Doesn't matter. They're all good films.
We have a lot of anime fans and animated fans.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Cartoons. Let's just say they're cartoons.
Cartoons. Yeah. Well, to be fair, they actually get really mad at that.
Yeah. When we say that, it's not. It doesn't go down.
Oh, see, I didn't say that first. Did I? Did I? No. And right terminology and respect.
Well, guys, this has been the post-credit scene podcast. Okay, we've been so happy to have you. Okay, and hopefully the next time you're down or you've got anything going on, the rest of the team will be here. Okay, so you can meet them. But it doesn't matter because you had a great experience with me anyway.
Absolutely.
But it's been lovely to have you. Okay, this is the post-credit scene podcast, and we're over and out. Actually, before we lock off, okay, could you look down this
down the barrel
over here? Okay, and could you say say your name? All right, I am Samira Wiley, and you are watching and listening to the Post-Credit Scene podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's Samira Wiley, and right now you are watching and listening to the Post-Credit Scene podcast.
Woo! Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
That is incredible. All right. And we're good.
Hi, I'm Lashana Lynch, and you are listening to the Post Credit Scene podcast.